About 100 renters and housing activists blocked the entrances to the Superior Courthouse in downtown Los Angeles Friday morning, August 21, to demonstrate against what they say will be a coming tsunami of mass evictions if Governor Gavin Newsom and the California legislature do not act. Activists stood in lines in front of 3 entrances to the Hill Street Courthouse beginning around 7 a.m. Security guards watched on from inside the building, but did not confront the group even as people began lining up at the front doors for court appearances. Although the courthouse has limited most in-person business, certain things are still proceeding there, including custody cases. One man trying to attend court yelled at the group, accusing them of preventing him from resolving a case that would allow him to see his kids. The standoff at the courthouse doors ended about 10:30 a.m. when the group backed off and began marching around the building instead. The action was a joint effort by the Alliance of Californians for Community Empowerment ACCE, LA Voice, LA Tenants Union, SEIU 721, Chinatown Community for Equitable Development, Eviction Defense Network, Los Angeles Center for Community Law in Action LACCLA. Our communities are in pain, says ACCE member Julio Fonseca. They are forced to shelter in place while rent debt mounts, and on top of that they face eviction filings starting September 1, 2020. The groups are asking the state to extend an eviction moratorium related to the pandemic that's set to expire September 1. In addition, the protesters are demanding the eventual cancellation of rent during the COVID-19 pandemic. Assembly Bill 1436, which would extend an eviction prohibition, was currently being worked over in Sacramento. A countywide eviction freeze runs until September 30, and the city of Los Angeles has its own prohibition that's set to last the duration of the pandemic. Other cities have similar emergency laws in place. Despite the prohibition on pandemic-related evictions, housing advocates report that many cases they are continuing. Statewide, more than 1,600 evictions have taken place during the pandemic, according to CalMatters through public records. But it's not as simple as that, housing advocates and officials said Friday. Local moratoriums, enacted during the pandemic by city councils and the county Board of Supervisors, provide only a layer of defense for a tenant. Without legal representation or understanding of the laws, renters may never even get to court to argue their case. Los Angeles resident John Camara said he called police Friday when his landlord has his belongings from his home and loaded onto a moving truck without his permission. Officers stopped the eviction from occurring, he said, and his belongings were put back because the action was not permitted legally. The landlord was trying to do this because the city has blocked all evictions and we were in the court process. Camara said.